An InMendham video. A strange video, actually. Strange times require strange videos. Somebody famous probably said that. Wasn't me, though. Yeah, not famous yet. So anyway, things a little strange here. So this is not a regular philosophy video. It's sort of personal, but I don't know, not exactly, kind of on a strange subject of living and surviving, and in particular me doing that here in InMendham. All right, so the deal with the people who are going to buy this property, somehow something went wrong, and so they're not buying, and so it's back, available for consideration by others. And I obviously don't have $500,000, so I don't, I can't buy it. But I would like the control to be able to protect my existence here in some way from nefarious characters who may wish to do something un-InMendhamish with the property or something, and leave me having to move or something, which I really don't want to do. Psychologically difficult for me to even imagine it. Being kind of agoraphobic, by kind of, I mean extremely and insanely. I've never seen fruit on this weirdo tree. Cool. Must be some sort of seed doohickey. When it's a little plant, this tree it's a weird. I looked it up, and it's just like some kind of dumb weed thing. But I mean, when it's small, it produces this incredible flower. Just one flower right at the top. When it's a little tree, and just an amazing, galaxy-looking flower. Swirly and interesting and just bizarre. But it doesn't do anything after. Once it grows up, it's boring as fuck. Has a leaf kind of like an oak leaf. But anyway, I digress. I'm sorry, I should have got right to the point. So the point is, I was thinking about the possibility of the marketability of this place as a investment, and that maybe there's some rich folk who listen to my videos, or people who have investment capital, and I think I can pretty much make like a guarantee, like mostly guarantee, a guarantee against complete economic collapse anyway, that you would at least get a CD rate for your money if you decided to get yourself out of the deal. So people who would invest $50,000, let's say, and at minimum you'd get the increase in the value, the turnover value of the property. And the idea would be to find a buyer who wasn't going to kick me off the property if we did the turnover thing. Because it's obviously there's lots of fixing up that can be done here that you can increase the value of the property, I think, fairly easily. Well, a couple of years and my free labor. But anyway. So I think it's kind of doable, but I was thinking going a little further than that, making it I'd like to make a not-for-profit, in the end I'd like the property to buy itself, so to speak, and then it would rent as a not-for-profit to people, and they would essentially be renting to own, in the sense that whatever rent they paid, they would retain the capital value of it, but not to the detriment of the value of the property. So as the property increased, but as maintenance increased also, they'd have to pay some of that, so they wouldn't get the complete increase in the equity price, increase in the resale price, however the right way to say that is. But yeah, it really is looking awful nice here. It's never looked this nice. Well, it has in the 10 years ago, but it hasn't looked this nice recently. Anyway, roses, unfortunately, because of the deer netting, you can't really appreciate them. But it's quite a mess of roses this year. I mean, the little red ones, they died a few years ago. It was a big plant, and all I've got is that little patch there. But I'll make a comeback in a couple of years. So anyway, so if you're interested, if I can get 10 or 12 or whatever people who have 25 to 50 kind of money to invest, it'd just be a simple contract. You're just going to buy a percentage. You maybe won't be declared an owner by anything other than the contract, you're just a kind of a loan, but different. Yeah, you have some rights, and there'll be voting rights based on shares and all that kind of stuff. And but I said the other thing I was thinking about is that there's things to do with the rest of this property that maybe I can get the town to go along with, like a greenhouse, and then maybe I was thinking like miniature golf and for birthday parties and stuff here. I think that could work, especially if I made it town relevant. I think they'll go for it. But anyway, and then whatever enterprise got connected to this property, you'd also get the asset value, the increased value of that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not saying you're going to make a ton of money. That's not what I'm arguing. I'm just arguing that if your money's in some place like stocks, which, if the economy crashes, you're going to lose it all, at least property is a reasonably good investment. So it can't go down to zero value kind of a thing, especially a rental property for the moderately well off. That seems like something that would survive bad times. So anyway, just fishing for interest. Couldn't hurt for me to ask. That's what I figure. Who knows? Everything could be okay here. Somebody else could just buy it who just wants to, rent them and, be a rational, reasonable landlord and all that stuff. But there's just so many despicable characters around now. Everybody's just running so many rackets. I just figure that somebody, whatever happens, it may not be good for me. That's all. And so I'm just seeking a little bit of control over my fate. That would be nice to have. But, you got to pay for it, so to speak. You got to pay for everything, one way or another. So that's pretty much the thing. So so you'll email me at in@donotgo.com, and eventually I'm going to have to ask for some kind of verification of your pledge or your willingness to possibly participate is somehow sincere. So I'll have to do something like that. But like I said, for now it's just fishing for interest. And don't even bother replying if your return email doesn't work or is crap or is nonsense. But anyway, just serious folk only, please. Not the time wasters. Really is a sin to waste other people's time. That's, I've always been somewhat conscious of that in making videos. That, because some of them are kind of, not as to the point, like this one. But that you put in the category of a kind of entertainment or a kind of, just doing that human connection thing with other sentient organism and blah, blah, blah. And so it's not doesn't need to be as strict a rule. But when people just maliciously go out into the world to waste people's time, make a mess, like the malicious hackers and stuff, just incredible, just killing, millions and billions of hours of human people's lives, turning it into shit. I mean, you can't find it's Mengele-esque and it's evil to do that to another person. But anyway, I'm sure some assholes will play the game. So anyway, it's just, I would love power just for that purpose, just to go out and, the Equalizer kind of show or something. There should be the good thing about having a mob or mob rule like The Godfather is just to have somebody who just takes care of this business. Just go find these people and help them go sleep with the fishes and such, because you're not subhuman. You're just out of the category of being a functioning organism. I mean, you just ought to have the label parasite and tick, right? Label written right on you. It should be the scarlet letter, T for tick or parasite or something like that. Anyway, so there's a little bit of philosophy thrown in for free. Kill the trolls. The time wasters. So anyway, the malicious time wasters, let's put it that way. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything else. Like I said, it's so it's kind of a long shot and it's all that kind of crap. But I fear it can't hurt. It's yeah, I don't want to move. Yeah. Anyway, so and it would be nice to do something more interesting with this property, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, till next time, enhance it further. Besides flowers. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it. I was thinking the whole commune thing, but yeah, yeah. Obviously a think tank of deficients and disableds and brokens and cripples probably wouldn't be a great idea. Yeah, probably won't work. So anyway, yeah, I guess that's enough. So much to do and such. It really is a great flower year, I must say. Yeah, it's lovely, stupendous, and hasn't even started yet. It just hasn't even begun to begin. There shall be flowers everywhere. Okay, so it's another test of this camera thing too. We'll see if it's held up. Cat, they're all kind of sprawled. Very hot here today, and yeah, I gotta go take my hot bath now. But it's actually working, doing the hot bath instead of the shower thing, because I have found 2 more ticks, but they were both dead. But nymphs, tiniest thing ever. Maybe I'll show the video, some of the video. But I mean, you couldn't. It's just so tiny. Smallest nymph I ever saw. But anyway, this morning. But anyway, dead. So that's good. So I think I'm winning. But I've said that before. Right before I lose. Anyway. Okay, so that's enough now. It's got to be enough, because I got to get going. So much to do. And such. So forth and whatnot. So thanks, and yeah, so email it in@donotgo.com if you're potentially interested in some vague idea of a mostly secure investment. Yeah. Anyway, until next time. Ooh, hit the wrong button. Picked up my phone. Okay, I gotta do this scissors to the back of the camera thing. Why are you tilting? Tilt down, down. Oh, I hit the button, that's why it's doing that. There we go. Good camera. Alright, until next time, and such.